We are sitting on 197,000 hectares of land. So Ekurhuleni has a lot of land parcels where investors are invited to come and develop. We call the program Build, Operate and Transfer, where Ekurhuleni will ensure that there's bulk infrastructure on that piece of land, and developers will develop and later transfer whatever program or project they've developed for the city back to the city for the city's citizens. Then in terms of city governance, we have tightened our internal control and financial controls. This has shown results in the cities receiving 3 back-to-back clean audits and also unqualified audits. We have eradicated and prevented unauthorized, irregular, fruitless and wasteful expenditures. We adhere to MFA Systems Act and other relevant legislations. We have strengthened and effectively implemented consequence management. We are ensuring that there's vigilant management of performance information. Last year, we received the highest targets in our history. We achieved 78% in terms of our targets around the performance information. Then we are also monitoring targets and priorities. And we have also made it a point from political side, executive side, and from administration side, retention of current management for continuity. I'm sure you'll agree with me that working in local government is totally different from other spheres of government. Coming from the province or national, the former mayor can attest, you must first learn the system, how local government works, because we are governed by different legislation. We are governed by MFMA, while national and province they are governed by PFMA. We are governed by Systems Act and Structures Act. The acts are totally different from the other two spheres of government. Hence, it's important for us to actually ensure that we retain the leadership that has actually achieved 3 back-to-back clean audits and ensure that we achieve 78% of our targets. And the economic performance since 2014 to 2024. You can see from 2024 we're sitting at 7.6 billion in terms of investment. For 2023 it's 10.2 billion. So there's a serious growth in terms of investment within the city of Ekurhuleni. Looking at the development applications that have been approved, we've approved from 2014-15 to date 1,703, meaning we have actually approved 57 billion worth of projects that have already been completed since 2014 to date.
Okay, please can you just tell us briefly about the purpose of this meeting today?
Thank you very much, and thank you very much, and thank you to your listeners. The purpose of the conference today is for the city to attract investment from different investment companies and business communities, to increase the capacity of the city to render services and to build more infrastructure.
So what do you promise investors?
We promise them a reliable supply of energy through IPPs. I've indicated during my presentation that we've started a process of inviting investors who are able to create a different form of energy supply, which is independent power producers. So we've gone through the first round. We are now at the beginning of a second round, where we have large companies that are going to invest on non-electricity users. Like, for instance, your solar, your wind, your waste to energy, those kind of projects that will give us an alternative electricity or alternative energy, which is mostly green, because we are going green. Eskom, we cannot rely on it in terms of load shedding. So we are actually saying to investors, this is the safest place where we have a different form of energy that will ensure sustainability of their businesses.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just veer off a bit from this topic and talk about the financial state of the city. Where are we?
Yes, the financial state of the city is healthy. Things that you see on Twitter, that is being tweeted by different politicians, they're just politicking. I'm the accounting officer, and I'm saying to you the finances, the budget, as we speak, is funded. It was approved by National Treasury. And for us to respond to silly statements that are made by politicians is not going to help us. We are professionals, and we will remain apolitical. We are not part of politics. We are just professionals and administrators.
Yeah. Talking about the economy and investors, one of the pressing issues which is obviously impacting the economy
Yes.
is this roundabout road, R21.
Yes.
The sinkhole that's been there for almost 2 years now.
Yes, remember the sinkhole, Ekurhuleni has been a mining hub for quite some time. And as and when you get sinkholes erupting from different parts of the city. And remember, sinkholes and mining in general is not the responsibility of the city, it's the responsibility of National Department of Energy. They are supposed to be helping us to close those sinkholes and close these mines that are not working, that are no longer utilized. As a responsible city, we've put money aside because we had to investigate how that sinkhole can be closed. Remember, it's not just a simple job. It needs expertise. And it needed a budget. The budget is being set aside and we have plans, and the sinkhole will soon be closed. Studies have been made on how to close the sinkhole. We are in partnership working closely with the Department of Energy, National Department of Energy and Minerals to work on the closure of this. But the city, being a responsible city, we've put the budget aside and we've developed plans to close that sinkhole.
Okay.